And well, we have live visuals coming in of the Prime Minister conducting a roadshow in Telangana. Of course, the Prime Minister has been leading the BJP's carpet bomb campaign in the southern state. He's been conducting various roadshows, Jan Sabhas, rallies, and now the latest roadshow in Hyderabad. In fact, these roadshows have become a sort of a recurring feature of the Prime Minister's campaigning, whether it was in Gujarat, also very recently in other poll-bound states, including Himachal Pradesh last year, and all the other, in fact in Karnataka as well, he held various roadshows. So now the Prime Minister holding that roadshow in Hyderabad. Of course, it is a very closely contested elections in Hyderabad. We've seen all the major parties in fray pulling out all stops, including Asaduddin Owaisi's AIMIM, also the Congress rolling out its big guns as well. We've seen the Gandhis on the campaign trail, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge campaigning heavily as well. The Prime Minister here in Hyderabad now conducting this roadshow. He has been leading, as I said, the BJP's carpet bomb campaign. And it has been a carpet bomb in its in the real sense of the term, because we've seen union ministers, members of parliament, chief ministers, BJP chief ministers on the campaign trail in Telangana, including Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, who campaigned recently there as well. And the Prime Minister has really gone all out when it comes to his speeches at various political rallies as well. In fact, today he really sort of teared into KCR as well. He was talking about how the BRS has only indulged in appeasement politics, and that has proven to, that has been detrimental to Telangana. He also said that the BRS and the Congress are, completely aligned when it comes to their policies, when it comes to their manifestos. Uma Sudhir is now joining us live on the phone line. So, Uma, of course, as I said, the Prime Minister has really been leading the BJP's campaign in Telangana, and these roadshows have become a recurring feature of the Prime Minister's campaign, whether it was in Karnataka, in Gujarat, now in Telangana as well. What is the mood on the ground as far as the roadshow is concerned?
The roadshow in Hyderabad is something that the Prime Minister has planned. In fact, in the more populated areas of Hyderabad, and he's going to be going from the RTC crossroads towards Kachiguda, and that's not going to be the end of the show. He's going to be also going to a Gurudwara, where on the occasion of Gurpurab, and he'll also be going to a stadium where he is expected to participate in the Kartika Deepotsavam, what is called the Koti Deepotsavalu. What it means is that on Kartika Purnami Day, there will be thousands of lamps that will be lit, and it will be a visually very stunning picture. But what is politically very significant is that just like we saw on the eve of elections in Karnataka, the Prime Minister had gone on a roadshow in Bengaluru, and we saw the outcome and the results. Out of the 28 seats in the Bengaluru city area, the BJP managed to get 16 out of them, with the Congress getting only 12, which means a very impressive performance for the BJP in the city area. And political observers would in fact say that whenever the Prime Minister conducts a roadshow, there is at least a 2 to 3% increase in the vote share of the BJP in those areas, because that is the impact that his presence on the ground and his charisma and the kind of following and admirers that he has, that is what leads to the increase in the vote share. And even otherwise, Hyderabad is an area where the BJP considers itself as being strong, because for the BJP, the state of Telangana was not a place where they had won too many seats. There was hardly one seat in Gosha Mahal that the BJP had managed to win in 2018, when their vote share was only about 7%, despite having contested all 119 seats, and over 105 seats they had in fact lost their deposit. But from there to now, it's a long road that the BJP has come from 6 months ago, when it had begun to look like it could be the main challenger to the BRS. Its graph did go down, but once again, in the last 10 days, we have seen a rise in the graph of the BJP, with many top leaders coming down and campaigning here. And the Prime Minister, earlier today, after arrival from Tirupati, he in fact went to Mehbubabad, which is a tribal district, reserve district, where he spoke about the tribal university that he has announced, before the elections, and he also spoke about the Saramma, the festival that some tribal festival that he has spoken about. All that adding to the fact that the BJP is trying to reach out to those communities and trying to create an impact there. After Mehboobabaad, he in fact even went to Karimnagar, where Bandi Sanjay, who was the former BJP chief here, he is contesting from there. And Bandi Sanjay also happens to belong to the Munnuru Kapu caste, the BC caste, which the BJP has announced that they will be having an OBC chief minister once if the BJP is given an opportunity to form the government in Telangana. So the Prime Minister's roadshow as of now, in his typical style, that he is doing this, trying to create an impact in Hyderabad, where we do know that in these areas the BJP had managed to win 48 out of 150 wards in the December 2020 elections. Very interestingly, I must point out that if you were to take the city of Hyderabad or the GHMC area, there are 4 Lok Sabha constituencies here, and each of them is held by each of the 4 parties in the fray here. Secunderabad is held by the BJP, Hyderabad is held by the MIM, Chevella, in fact, is held by the BRS, and the 4th seat, Balkajgiri, is held by the Congress. And even though for the Congress, the city is actually almost a blank, because in that same December 2020 municipal elections, they had hardly managed to win 3 corporators out of the 150, and that was a indication of the fact that the Congress has not been able to make any dent here, and it's really pothole for the Congress here, and that's where the straight contest comes in between the BJP and the BRS in many of the constituencies of Secunderabad. Hyderabad, MIM area, they are of course a dominant party there. The BJP is contesting all the 119 seats in the state of Telangana. Of course, only 8 seats that they have given to the Janasena. Back to you.
Also, you made very interesting points about the vote share. It's also interesting that this is happening in Hyderabad, and of course the BJP has said that it will rename Hyderabad to Bhagyanagar if it comes to power. But coming back to the point of vote share, as you said, it was 7% last time, but interestingly in 2019 it rose to 20% as well. But why do you think the BJP senses an opportunity in Telangana so strongly this time? Is it also to do with the fact that it has been performing well in the local polls, and there is some organization, at the local level as well, that the BJP has been able to build through the years?
In 2018, the vote share was 7%, as you mentioned, and in 2019, in the Lok Sabha elections, it went up to almost 20%, and that's a huge jump that we saw. Of course, the character or the mood of the voter when he is voting in an assembly election is very different from the mood of the voter when they are voting for the Lok Sabha election, and that's one reason why the big jump happened. But from then to now, the BJP sensed political opportunity in Telangana for the mere reason that you have, literally did not have an opposition here in Telangana, because the BRS had managed to win 88 seats. The Congress had won about 19 seats, of which the party split, and subsequently 1/3 of their MLAs went away, and therefore there was literally no opposition here in Telangana, and Telangana was seen by the BJP as a low-hanging fruit, and that's one reason why they targeted Telangana, and they knew that this is a place where political rise is possible, and that's why even in this election, while some analysts will tell you that the BJP will prefer BRS win to a Congress win, because that would mean less of a stronger opposition at the national level for the 2024 elections. But I must point out that the BJP seems to be looking at its own constituency, because they are going hammer and tongs at the BRS. The Prime Minister himself has sharply attacked KCR and his family, calling it dynasty rule and also calling it a very corrupt government. He has attacked them on the issue of corruption. Today, for the second time, he also spoke about, the Chief Minister here approaching him, or rather telling him that he wants to join the NDA. All those are references that are very embarrassing to the government here. He also spoke about KCR's national ambition yesterday, in fact, and he said that after having destroyed Telangana, the KCR seems to be nurturing national ambitions, and that's why he is tied up with a political party in Delhi, and they were involved in a liquor scam, he said, and he made a reference to the how the people in Delhi, the accused leaders, political leaders in Delhi went to jail, and he said he would ensure, he said it's Modi's guarantee that he would ensure that the accused from Telangana also go to jail. So, in a sense, the Prime Minister has been quite sharp in attacking the Chief Minister and his announcements, the three things specifically that they have done. One, talking about having an OBC CM. Second, talking about subcategorization for the ST community and taking the support of the Madiga community, which has been demanding subcategorization of the scheduled caste for a very long time. All those are constituencies which the BJP thinks will increase its own vote share. And our own reports from the government, from the ground, are also indicating that the BJP seems to be growing in strength, not just in a Karimnagar, also in an Adilabad. So we are talking about areas like that where the BJP could emerge much stronger than what it was earlier. Their own plan is that they may not be able to come to power in Telangana straight away because their strength certainly does not reflect that. But what they are trying to do is to maximize their vote shares and get more number of seats. We have heard Mr. B.L. Santosh being quoted as saying that he sees the BJP in a position of decisive, of deciding who will form the government here in Telangana. Back to you.